Hi YouTube. This is the second part of 18 facts about the human body. The whole time I've been breathing to take this video, and I think you are breathing while you are watching this video, right? And I guess that you are thinking you are using your lungs in order to breathe. If you're thinking like that, you are wrong. Why? Yes, obviously we need the lungs, but we need the lungs to exchange the gas with the blood. Otherwise, we need muscles in order to complete the breathing process. There are three important muscles: intercostal muscles, diaphragm, and accessory muscles of the respiratory system. How does this work? When we want to inhale, we should contract these muscles. Then the thoracic cavity increase. So when the thoracic cavity increases, the lung expands accordingly, so the air will get inside. And when we want to exhale, we should relax these muscles. And during the inhale process, we spend some energy, so we call it an active action. The exhale process is a passive action. The 11th fact. According to the British Foundation, there should be 5 portions in our diet. So what are those 5 portions? The first one is 1 cup of bread or rice or potatoes or pasta. Second portion will be fruits and vegetables. It should be around 80 grams of the portion. And the third portion will be milk and dietary food. If you are drinking milk, it should be around 200 milliliters, and if you are eating yogurt, it should be around 150 grams, and if you are using cheese, it should be around 30 grams. And the fourth portion will be meat, fish, egg, and beans. And the fifth portion is the food and drinks high in fat. That means, like, if you're using oil, you should not exceed more than 4 or 5 teaspoons of oil. And so that's how you can manage your complete diet. And the 12th fact is about the walls of the alimentary tract. And those walls are made up of 4 layers: adventitia, or we call it serosa. Second will be the muscle layer. Third will be the submucosa, and the fourth is the mucosa. It is the lining layer. Anyway, we are going to further look in details about the adventitia or serosa, because it is the largest serous membrane, and it has serous fluid. A small portion of serous fluid is there, and it is a closed sac. It is rich with blood vessels and lymphatic vessels, and we call it the peritonium. The 13th fact: we can find our kidneys behind the peritoneum and below the diaphragm. Why kidneys are important? Kidneys are important in urine production, and there are 3 steps in urine production. First one will be the filtration, selective reabsorption, tubular secretion. And the volume of filtrate per minute is known as the glomerular filtration rate, GFR. In adults, in a healthy adult, the glomerular filtration rate is about 125 milliliters per minute, and it is around 180 liters per day. 180 liters per day. Wow, think we are just excreting 180 liters per day. But the thing is, 99% of the 99% of this filtrated fluid is reabsorbed, but only 1% is excreted as urine, and that is around 1 liters to 1.5 liters. So daily you should drink around 1 liters of water, otherwise you lose 1 liters of water from your body. 14th fact is about the skin. Skin is the largest organ in our body, and it has a surface area of 1.5 to 2 square meters, and it has 2 layers, epidermis and the dermis. Epidermis contain upward projections called dermal papillae, and it contains melanocytes. Melanocytes are very important to secrete melanin hormone, and we will discuss why it is important in a different video. And when we look at dermis, dermis contain blood and lymph vessels, sensory nerve endings, sweat glands and the ducts, hair and arrector pili muscle, and sebaceous gland. And if your skin is white, your blood vessels, those blood vessels in the dermis tend to give the pinkish color, and if the blood vessels are not active, if the blood flow is damaged or something, it will turn into blue. So that's why the skin color changes into blue. The 15th fact is about immunity. We have two types of immunity: non-specific immunity and specific immunity. And when we look into a non-specific immunity, the body provides the defense at the body's surface, and we have a process called phagocytosis. We have natural antimicrobial substances and inflammatory responses, immunological surveillances. And when we look into the specific methods, the specific immunity uses lymphocytes, and there is a cell-mediated immunity and antibody-mediated immunity. We will discuss about these processes in further videos. And the 16th fact is about healing of the bone. Bone are joined by deposition of new bone. That means, like, if you break your bone, in order to join, there should be a deposition of the new bone, and it has 4 steps. The first step is a collection of clotted blood forms between the damaged bones, and these clotted blood tend to develop of an acute inflammation with those macrophages and other stuff to remove the old particles and so on. It takes around 5 days. The third step will be the new bones forms as large number of osteoblasts, and osteoblasts are secreted spongy bone, and it will be protected by an outer layer of cartilage. The fourth step, in time this bone heal completely, and the spongy bone and the cartilage will be replaced by the mature compact bone. 17th fact about the human genome. Actually, the human genome contains 3 billion base pairs of the DNA, and this whole base pairs are coded only by 4 base pairs, actually known as adenosine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. And if you take all the DNA and uncoil them and link together, your DNA could stretch from Earth to Sun and back 600 times, nearly about 600 times. Just imagine how long is it. And I would like to thank all of you for watching my videos, liking them and subscribing my channel and sharing with everyone. So that's something really motivating. And with that I would like to go for the last fact, which is the 18th. And if you have anything, you can comment. If you know more facts, you can write down under the comment section. So 18th fact is about the reproductive system. The reproductive system contains the largest and the smallest human cell. Yes, the male reproductive system has the smallest, and which is the sperm, and the size is about 5 micrometers by 3 micrometers without the tail. And the largest cell is the female ovum, and the size of it is around 120 micrometers in diameter. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. See you with the next video. And I am Antru Sinthujan.